Gain UI/UX recognition skills in under 5 minutes. Let's start. Which UX design should we follow when displaying a cookie consent pop-up? Option B is the correct answer because it displays the pop-up without restricting users from using the site. This notification should only be optional, allowing the system to request users' permission to collect their data. Next question. Which UI uses the proper contrast? Applying a dark overlay to the background's image would increase the contrast between all the text and elements and make them stand out. While option B is difficult to read because the background is too light to provide effective contrast with the text and other components. Which quantity button has the proper background? Option B's buttons compete for attention because both are emphasized as primary buttons with black backgrounds, while option A's quantity button is identified as a secondary action by making it a ghost button. Which UI displays a group of clickable avatars most efficiently? Even though option B can save some space on the UI, the overlapping effect is not efficient here because the avatars are clickable, making it difficult for users to click or tap on each one. Option A, which gives each avatar some space, is a more efficient way to separate them and make clicking or tapping easier. How about this one? Which UI efficiently displays a group of avatars that are unclickable? Since the avatars are not clickable, using borders to create an overlapping effect for each avatar is an efficient way to prevent them from clashing with each other. Additionally, it can help save space on the UI. Which design contains the correct background color for the statuses? A dark contrast can indicate primary importance for an element, but in this case, it conflicts with the Open Email primary button, creating a hierarchy issue. To resolve this, you can invert the background to a lighter tone, giving it a secondary color. Which UX approach is more effective for displaying search results? Both answers are correct. A combination of both options would be better, and displaying the list of items in a dropdown is advantageous as it prevents users from navigating to a different page, which could cause an additional page load. However, we also need to consider the performance impact if we want to display search results in a dropdown, as each typed keyword could trigger an additional API call, potentially causing slowness. In this case, we need to collaborate with stakeholders and developers first to discuss whether the feature would be feasible to implement. Which design would best help users find the CVV on their credit cards? Option B is inconvenient for users because they still need to read everything to understand a simple context, while option A places a visual image that helps users interpret the context much faster than written words. Which UI applies the correct alignment of the elements? Option B forces our eyes to exert more effort since the starting place of the line changes frequently, especially in the paragraph. This is only advisable to use on texts that have 2 to 3 lines. While option A aligns the elements proportionally to the left, our eyes will have to exert less effort to read the material because it will follow a certain pattern. Which UI applies the correct font sizes for the amounts of earnings, sales, and views? Even though the font sizes in option A are consistent, they don't effectively emphasize the importance of the amount values. Users tend to look at these first, so they should be prioritized. Option B does a better job by making the fonts larger than the labels, creating a stronger sense of importance. If you'd like more challenges to test your UI/UX design skills, click on the next video. See you in the next one.